Welcome to back my channel Queen Collector America YouTube subscriber. Please, the 2010 German 5 € coin is a fascinating modern European coin that can attract considerable interest from collectors, especially when found in exceptionally high grade or with a genuine mint error. One important correction, however, is that this is not a United States coin. It is a German euro coin, and the Munich mint is identified by the D mint mark. The standard 2010 Munich issue is a circulation coin with a face value of 5 cents, and the reported mintage of 76,550,000 makes it a substantial issue rather than an inherently ultra-rare coin. Its real numismatic appeal comes from its place in Germany's euro coinage, its attractive design, condition, and the possibility of an unusual, authenticated error. German euro coins are particularly interesting because Germany continued the historic German mint mark system, with D representing Munich. Historically, the 2010 5 € belongs to the second decade of Germany's participation in the euro currency, which had entered circulation in 2002. Germany's national side of the 1, 2, and 5 cent coins carries the traditional oak leaf design, connecting modern European money with an older German numismatic tradition. The 5 cent denomination itself is intended for everyday transactions, so millions entered circulation and experienced the normal wear, scratches, and discoloration associated with pocket change. The Munich example is especially identifiable by the small D mint mark, linking the coin to one of Germany's historic production centers. Rather than commemorating a single person or event, the coin represents the continuing transition from traditional national currencies to the common European currency, while preserving recognizable German artistic symbolism. The coin's physical design is one of the reasons it remains appealing despite its modest denomination. The obverse, or common European side, features the denomination 5 € together with the European map and surrounding stars, while the German national side displays an oak leaf, a traditional symbol associated with German identity and strength. The coin is made from copper-plated steel, has a diameter of approximately 21.25 millimeters, weighs about 3.92 grams, and has a plain edge. The warm copper appearance can be particularly attractive when the coin has survived with sharp details and minimal contact marks. Collectors should pay close attention to the D mint mark because it establishes the Munich origin of the piece and distinguishes it from the F, G, and J production facilities used for German euro circulation coins. The most important point concerning rarity is that an ordinary 2010 Munich 5 cent coin should not automatically be described as an ultra-rare coin. A mintage of 76,550,000 is substantial, meaning that normal circulated examples are generally obtainable. What can transform an otherwise ordinary example into a much more interesting collectible is an authenticated minting error, an exceptional condition, or an unusual variety. Possible error categories can include significant off-center strikes, wrong planchets, double strikes, major die problems, or other demonstrably mint-made abnormalities. Collectors should be cautious because scratches, dents, discoloration, and other damage acquired after leaving the mint are not the same as genuine mint errors. Professional numismatic guidance emphasizes identifying the exact error and comparing genuine market sales before assigning a premium. When it comes to market value, the standard 2010 German 5 € is generally worth close to its face value in ordinary circulated condition, while attractive uncirculated examples can bring a modest premium. Current marketplace evidence also shows ordinary 2010 German 5 cent pieces being offered for only a few dollars, illustrating how different the normal coin market is from sensational claims of $1,000 prices. Therefore, a normal example should not realistically be valued at $1,000 to $8,000 simply because it is dated 2010 or carries the D mint mark. A genuinely dramatic and authenticated mint error could command substantially more than face value, but such a price would depend entirely on the specific error, certification, condition, rarity, and actual auction demand rather than the date alone. The possibility of a valuable error is nevertheless what makes searching these coins exciting for collectors. A collector examining a 2010 Munich 5 cent should compare the suspected coin with a normal example, checking the lettering, oak leaf, stars, date, rim, surfaces, and overall alignment. A major abnormality that can be demonstrated as having occurred during production is much more significant than ordinary wear. Online listings sometimes advertise supposed German euro errors for very high amounts, but asking prices are not the same as confirmed auction results. For example, marketplace records include ordinary 2010 German 5 cent material alongside much higher-priced alleged errors. This distinction is essential for anyone hoping to identify a truly valuable specimen, rather than simply believing an inflated internet valuation. For collectors who discover an unusually sharp or apparently erroneous 2010 D5 cent, preservation is extremely important. The coin should be handled by its edges rather than its surfaces, and kept in an inert protective holder, away from moisture, chemicals, and abrasive materials. Cleaning should be avoided because polishing or chemical treatment can permanently reduce collector appeal. If the suspected error appears genuinely dramatic, authentication by a recognized professional grading or authentication service can be worthwhile before attempting a major sale. Certification is particularly useful for expensive error coins because it gives prospective buyers greater confidence that the unusual feature is genuine and mint-made rather than post-mint damage or alteration. Ultimately, the 2010 German 5 euro cent from Munich is best understood as an interesting piece of modern German and European numismatic history, rather than an automatically 1,000 to $8,000 treasure. Its D mint mark, oak leaf national design, copper-plated steel composition, and place in Germany's euro coinage give it genuine historical and collecting appeal, while exceptional preservation or a verified major mint error can dramatically increase interest. The most exciting possibility for a collector is not simply owning a 2010 coin, but discovering one that contains an authentic and unusual characteristic that separates it from millions of ordinary examples. That combination of history, artistry, production technology, and the possibility of an unexpected error is what continues captivating enthusiasts. The coin described here is not a United States coin, but a German 5 euro cent coin dated 2010, struck at the Munich Mint, and identified by the D mint mark. This distinction is important for collectors because calling it a U.S. coin would give a misleading impression of its history and value. The 2010 German 5 euro cent belongs to the standard Euro circulation series and is an interesting piece for anyone studying modern European coinage. Although it is sometimes promoted online as an ultra-rare coin, the ordinary 2010 issue is not an ultra-rarity, and its normal value is generally close to face value. Professional catalog information lists substantial 2010 production figures for the German 5 cent series, including the Munich issue, while market references show that ordinary examples command only a modest premium. What makes this coin captivating enthusiasts is therefore not simply its date, but the possibility of an exceptional mint error, an unusually high grade, or a scarce variety that can transform an otherwise ordinary coin into a much more desirable collector's piece. The historical importance of the 2010 German 5 euro cent comes from its place in Germany's continuing participation in the euro currency system. Germany introduced euro coins in 2002, and its national sides use different designs according to denomination. The 1, 2, and 5 cent coins carry an oak leaf motif, connecting modern European money with a traditional German symbol associated with strength, continuity, and national identity. The 2010 pieces were produced for ordinary monetary circulation rather than as commemorative coins, meaning that millions entered everyday commerce throughout Germany and the wider euro area. The Munich Mint, represented by the D mint mark, is one of Germany's historic state mints and has a long tradition of producing German coinage. Consequently, this small copper-colored coin provides collectors with a tangible connection to Germany's transition into the euro era and to the continuing evolution of European monetary history. The design of the 2010 German 5 euro cent is simple but highly recognizable. On the national side, the central oak leaf is surrounded by the denomination 5 euro cent, while the German mint mark identifies the facility responsible for striking the coin. The common European side depicts a globe showing Europe and incorporates the denomination and surrounding stars, creating a design shared across the Eurozone. The coin is made of copper-covered steel, has a diameter of approximately 21.25 millimeters, weighs about 3.92 grams, and has a smooth edge. Its warm copper appearance makes an unworn example particularly attractive, especially when the original surface remains bright and free from scratches, corrosion, or discoloration. These details may appear ordinary to someone unfamiliar with numismatics, but collectors carefully examine the lettering, oak leaves, stars, date, mint mark, edge, and overall strike, because unusual characteristics can sometimes distinguish an ordinary circulation piece from a genuine mint error. Rarity and condition are where the story becomes especially important. A normal 2010 German 5 euro cent should not automatically be considered rare simply because it carries the 2010 date or the Munich D mint mark. Published catalog information records millions of 2010 examples from the German mints, demonstrating that the standard issue was produced in substantial quantities. However, individual coins can become much more interesting when they display a genuine minting error, such as a major off-center strike, wrong planchet, double strike, die break, clipped planchet, or other manufacturing abnormality. Collectors also place considerable importance on preservation. An ordinary circulated coin may be worth only a few cents, whereas a professionally authenticated, exceptionally preserved specimen can command a stronger premium. The crucial point is that post-mint damage, scratches, chemical discoloration, or intentional alterations should not be confused with genuine mint errors. When it comes to market value, realistic expectations are essential. A normal circulated 2010 German 5 euro cent is generally a low-value collectible and should not be represented as automatically being worth $1,000, $5,000, or $8,000. $1's current German Eurocoin catalog, for example, lists a 2010 5-cent Munich issue at a market price level around €1.11. Although catalog figures vary and do not necessarily represent the price an individual coin will actually sell for. Exceptional error coins can be a completely different category. Genuine, dramatic mint errors can attract substantial collector interest, and one German 5-cent error listing involving a hybrid mule type was offered at €1,430, illustrating how unusual errors can create values far above face value. An ordinary coin, however, should not be assigned a $1,000.8,000 value merely because someone advertises it that way online. Such prices require an extraordinary and verifiable error, rarity, provenance, or exceptional certification. For collectors, the most important step is learning to separate genuine rarity from internet hype. If you have a 2010 German 5 euro cent with the D mint mark, examine both sides under good lighting and compare it with a normal example of the same date. Look closely at the date, oak leaf, lettering, stars, denomination, rim, and edge for abnormalities that appear to have originated during striking rather than afterward. Do not clean or polish the coin, because cleaning can permanently reduce collector appeal. If an unusual feature appears genuinely significant, professional authentication and grading can be worthwhile before assuming a high value. Collectors should also be cautious with online advertisements. An asking price is not the same thing as a confirmed sale price. Please provide a detailed overview of the most expensive and valuable United States ultra-rare. The text at the bottom shows the year 2016 alongside a small letter D stamped right next to it. 1, 2, 3. Main focus should be placed on its worth, on its value and history, focusing on its historical significance, unique features, rarity, market value, and appeal to collectors, written in 8 long detailed paragraphs. The response must closely mirror the style, tone, and wording of the provided about the USA Kennedy half-dollar, ensuring the same structure and level of enthusiasm. The content should cover the following. Introduction. Introduce the coin as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece in numismatics, emphasizing its appeal to collectors, historical significance, and current market demand. Highlight why it captivates enthusiasts and its status as a prized treasure. Historical context. Provide the historical background of the coin, including when and why it was minted, its role within its coin series, and any significant historical or cultural events tied to its production. Specify the minting location and any key figures or events it commemorates, positioning it as a tangible connection to the past. Unique features. Describe the coin's design in detail, including the obverse and reverse artwork, materials, size, weight, and any distinctive artistic or symbolic elements that make it iconic. Highlight the visual appeal, especially in high-grade conditions, and any mint marks or varieties that add desirability. Rarity and condition. Explain the factors contributing to the coin's rarity, such as limited mintage, specific varieties, or errors. Discuss the importance of excellent condition, e.g., uncirculated near mint, and how scarcity drives collector demand, emphasizing the challenge of finding pristine examples. Market value. Detail the current market value for the coin in excellent condition or with rare varieties, providing a plausible price range based on grading, auction results, or private sales, $1,000 to $8,000, depending on the coin's rarity. Highlight factors like historical importance and visual appeal that boost its value, noting steady appreciation trends. Collecting tips. Offer practical advice for collectors, including prioritizing high-grade or certified coins, inspecting for specific varieties, and purchasing from reputable dealers or auctions. Emphasize proper storage in protective holders, avoiding unnecessary handling, and engaging with collector communities for insights and market trends. Conclusion. Summarize the coin's significance as a blend of history, artistry, and rarity, reinforcing its status as a prized collectible and strong investment. Encourage collectors to pursue it as a rewarding addition to their collections, emphasizing its lasting value and appeal to numismatists worldwide. Ensure the response is engaging, enthusiastic, and tailored to numismatic enthusiasts, using language that mirrors the provided examples, phrasing, e.g., captivating enthusiasts, prized treasure, tangible connection to the past. Include specific details about the coin's mint mark, variety, or condition if applicable, e.g., with the D mint mark, double die variety, in uncirculated condition. Provide realistic and plausible market values based on general numismatic trends, avoiding speculative or exaggerated claims. The response should feel like a continuation of the original narrative, maintaining its structure and excitement. You should not give any key points above the paragraph within the script, nor should you use asterisk within the script. You should write a simple paragraph and give ith.